Greetings, Olof here. So this is a little game called Chicken Police Painted Red, which is some kind of detective game, I believe. And that is pretty much all that I know. It looked very interesting. Like I picked it up on a Steam sale a while ago. So this is gonna be very interesting. Yeah, I need something peaceful after Crash 4.
I ran out to get a pack of cigarettes, but I left my wallet at home. Yeah, that's me. I'm getting old. My name is Sonny Featherland, an investigator for 20 years, and once the star of the predatory division of the Clawville Police Department, one half of the legendary Chicken Police. But buying a pack of smokes is more than I can handle right now. Maybe I should just lay low. Yeah, I'll do that. The most colorful place in the wilderness. For all the gods, what bullshit. The last clucking color left this city years ago. And slowly I'll turn gray too.
The music and voice acting is amazing.
Still, what do I expect? We're living in a vast experiment and don't even notice that everything got clucked up a long time ago. We believe in this wonderland of peaceful coexistence. Wolves and sheep, chickens and hounds. Yeah, sure, why not? It's just ridiculous. The dog eats the chicken. It's in our nature. I'm not propping up the illusion anymore. 121 days, and it's over. Retirement.
So are we playing as the chicken?
What could possibly go wrong?
I guess we are. Clawville City, Rock District. Ooh, and what is that?
Ah, crap. My office lock is a piece of shit if a dame can pick it. She stood in the darkness. The light painted stripes on her body. It whispered secret little things that were never there in the first place. But she was no zebra. Reality was just a light switch away. Elizabeth or Charlotte? I was sure she'd have a sophisticated sounding name. She had a bygone look in her eyes, older than this ancient building, and perhaps the whole city itself. Or maybe I'm just drunk. But she was the first womanly thing in my place for a long time, so I had to give her a chance.
Alright. So what do we do? What's this? Notebook. The notebook is the detective's best friend. Here you gather vital information about the case, the suspects or victims, and the locations you will visit. How does it work? Click on any text or picture in your notebook to read a translated version in your language. We don't have anything yet. Hotel Atlas. This used to be a nice place. Now we're competing to see who gets swallowed by the cave first. The hotels are winning. Honestly, I'm not that far behind. Chicken Police is a famous detective duo, Santino Sonny Featherland and Marty McChicken, gained fame through a case the press called the Bloody New Year's Eve. They flew high for almost 10 years when a fateful brawl put an end to their legend. There's a series of novels about them by Meredith H. Mobile. They had published 10 books over the course of 7 years before the series faded out of public interest as the Chicken Police itself. City of Clawville. Clawville's been an independent city-state for more than 900 years. During the city's foundation, 4 nations had joined forces. represented by the 4 animal figures with the 4 hands on the crest of Cloville. In reality, a tribal alliance of the reptiles and the great insect clans also played an essential part in the city's founding, but they never got to be represented on the crest. This gave birth to political and cultural antagonism between the species. Cloville preserved its political autonomy and a dream that its only state in the wilderness. Predator and prey of any race can live in peace, hence the name the City of 1,000 Colors. Okay, I mean, I guess it's important to read everything in this game, because I'm probably gonna find clues and stuff. Stats, questioning points, scenes visited, achievements unlocked, codex entries found, personal information found, gallery entries unlocked. Typewriter. Look, speak.
Who is this dame, anyway? And what the cluck is she doing in my apartment on New Year's Eve?
Let me introduce myself. My name is Deborah, Miss Deborah Ibanez.
You're mistaken, ma'am.
Oh, really? Please enlighten me,
Oh, did I
Mr.
click it away?
Featherland.
I'm not a private eye. I'd recommend Mr.
Did we miss something there?
Philmar Lowe instead of me. He's a nice guy.
Am I supposed to click with this ... or I'm supposed to wait?
Believe me, Mr. Featherland, it's not an accident I came to you.
Look, miss, I work for the police and I'm currently on leave. I couldn't accept private commissions even if I wanted to. Not even from a classy dame like you.
Am I that easy to read?
That's my job. But tell me, since you've invited yourself in, would you like a drink?
I don't usually drink.
Well, I've got to have one. And it'd be rude of me to drink alone. So, maybe some sherry?
If you insist. But bourbon, please.
Ah, thank the wild ones. That's all I have.
What a coincidence.
Your codex entry.
So come on, spill it from the beginning.
This is so cool. What? We didn't get to hear anything? A name, Deborah. Japanese. Species, Impala. Gender, female. Special feature, pretty and fragile. Nothing too special. She runs errands for her employer. A sophisticated lady, but I don't think she's from a particularly wealthy or influential family. The wild ones. 3 gods are revered in most places across the wilderness. They're the great wild ones who make up the holy trinity of creation, destruction and silence. Harita is the goddess of creation, Tapti is the lord of destruction, Nekvatiri is the genderless ghost of silence and nothingness, with the balance between creation and destruction in their never-ending conflicts. Like, did I do something wrong there with the dialogue? Because it seemed a bit odd. Like, I was supposed to wait or something? I just like clicked immediately. We may have missed something there. A cheap whiskey.
Every whiskey has the same color nowadays, at least in this price range. I don't even know what these papers are. Books I'm never gonna read. Maybe nobody ever has. I don't even know where the key is. Whatever's inside is gonna stay there forever.
Look at this.
The Wild Gentleman. Those guys rebuilt the city after the Great Fire of 867. My heroes when I was a little chick. I'm starting to think they should have left Clawville as it was, burned to the ground. We used to be star cops a few years ago. Tabloid press, radio interviews, and even a book series. I don't miss those days. Of course, Marty, my old partner, would disagree. He just loved the spotlight. This is one of the most beautiful memories from my old life before Molly left me and took our daughter. M.B. Davis, the eternal king of jazz. The photo is from the days of jazz prohibition. I only heard the old man live one time, but I'll never forget that night. And not only because I woke up at the harbor without my gun, my badge, and my pants. The good things in life don't last long. The best ones always leave first. I saw that in the window of a shoe store. I never understood it, or what it had to do with shoes.
Let's wish. Huh.
I wanted to travel the world when I was a kid, but I think I'm gonna end up dead in here whether I like it or not.
Oh, look at this.
She doesn't seem so dangerous that I need to grab my gun, but you never know.
Oh, we got it.
My last cigarette. You're lucky I don't have a light, pal. My wallet and my badge. The wallet is real. The badge ain't. Chief Bloodboil took mine, so I got this one out of a pack of cornflakes, just in case.
We got a lot of stuff there. I guess we have to talk to her again.
Legs that go on for days. Deep, dark eyes. Silky skin and voice. You're in big trouble, pal. That's better. Now, if I understand correctly, your mistress is receiving threats. What kind of threats, exactly?
It's a very strange matter. First, there were letters. Then it came printed on a wine bottle's label, sent as a gift. Then carved into a brick, thrown through the window. And finally, they painted it on the wall of the house in giant red letters.
I think it's time to dig a little deeper. If you don't mind, I'd like to ask you some routine questions.
Please, that's why I'm here.
New function. Let's see. Clues the victim. A lady is the target of some strange threats. All of them are written. Inventory. Here we store all essential items throughout the case.
I haven't dusted you off in a while, partner. Looks like I may be needing you now. Oh man, I totally get you. Ironic, but ever since I've been on furlough, with only my fake badge sitting in my cabinet, I feel more like a cop than I ever had before. More like a Clawville cop, anyway.
Oh. Focus on what you know about the suspect. Is he or she suspicious? Concentrate on that. Subject young Doe. This fella is rather suspicious. I need to concentrate on that. Detective meter. What? Gather impressions from the suspects. Every impression adds a new question line. I mean, who is this? A new impression. Detective Meter is her best friend. It shows so well if questionings go and keep it on the positive side. I don't understand anything of this. What?
I must be cautious and smart. This dame seems shy,
Was that a
which I
tutorial?
can use to my advantage. But I must be careful about what I say to her, or I could scare her off. Let's start gently, and when the time comes, we can go in hard.
Okay. Who exactly are you, ma'am? Ever Banis. Precious shy.
Who exactly are you, ma'am?
I'm not somebody important, Mr. Featherland.
You're important enough to deal with such a delicate matter, right?
I carry out the wishes of my employer, nothing more. This means simple paperwork, most of the time.
You've been thrown into deep water, sweetheart. Tell me, can you even swim?
Believe me, this is just as unpleasant for me as it is for you, if not even more.
You're not very confident. Are you sure you're alright? Tell me, which part of the city do you live in? Calvary Hills, Flowerville, maybe? And that sounds aggressive, doesn't it? Like calling her out of her... like not being confident. I think this is better just to ask like where she comes from.
Tell me, which part of the city do you live in? Calavera Hills? Flowerville, maybe?
Look, I don't want to answer that. I'm here on behalf of my employer, and not on personal business.
So she didn't like that.
Fair point, Deborah. Let's try a different approach.
Not a good start. Why did you have to visit me on this particular evening? Stop playing the Frightened Prey, Sunshine, and start singing. Yeah, we're not going with that option.
Why did you have to visit me this particular evening?
I have my reasons. I may look like a silly little fawn, and maybe I am, but I still have common sense.
I don't doubt that for a second, Miss Ibanez.
This day is essential to my mistress, and she thought it's also important to you.
A message in itself, for sure. But to be honest, even you are.
You know what? I'll just take that as a compliment, even if it wasn't meant as such.
Do you even know what you want? Why did you come to visit me? Why not your employer herself? Were you born and raised in Cloville? So she probably won't like any more personal questions. Do you even know what you want? Why did you come to visit me? Why not your employer herself? I mean, that is a pretty decent question.
Why did you come to visit me? Why not your employer herself?
My employer is Miss Natasha Katsenko. She hasn't been leaving her home lately, only if she really has to.
How so?
A new person.
Miss Natasha is afraid. She's scared because of those unwanted messages, and everyone knows who she is.
So she's that kind of woman.
I don't know what you mean.
Of course you do, Deborah. Thank you, by the way. We're finally getting somewhere.
Are we?
We avoided the point long enough. Deborah's hiding something, no question. Let's focus on that.
What exactly did you expect by coming here to meet me? What do you want from me? I'm sure it's not intentional, but are you toying with me? How did you get this address? Oh, this is tough. Okay, 4 options here. What do you want from me? I mean, these two are very confrontational. I don't think she will like that. What exactly did you expect? I mean, that is a reasonable question.
What exactly did you expect by coming here to meet me?
I expected your help, just like my mistress said.
Well, that's very nice. But have you seen this neighborhood? Have you seen this wreck called a hotel? Who were you hoping to find in a place like this?
Someone reliable.
Well, I am reliable.
And discreet.
That's right.
And thorough.
No question about that.
And has a heart of gold.
Okay, let's stop it right there.
Are we in some sort of jam? This is just too risky for me. I can't take the case. Just pretend you never found me here, okay? I think you got out of this kind of work. I mean, we're doing pretty well, right? According to this detective meter. If I'm reading this right. Shy, doubtful, frightened, hiding something. Are we in some sort of jam? I think we have to ask that.
Are you in some sort of jam?
Nothing of the sort. There are simply things better left unsaid.
Then you're wasting my time.
Uh-oh. That may be too harsh.
I trust your instincts. You'll manage it.
Yeah, and I have no other choice, right?
To be honest, no, Mr. Featherland. Not really.
Don't you think this whole thing is a little suspicious? Have you ever felt truly vulnerable? That is a weird question.
Don't you think this whole thing is a little suspicious?
Look, Santino. I'll explain everything.
I have no doubt about that. You look just the type, sweetheart. No offense.
I'll take that as a compliment. Or maybe I'll act like I haven't heard it.
You see, we're starting to understand each other.
If you want to come clean, what's the point of all this? Tell me, Deborah, why should I believe you at all? I think we have to be gentle here.
If you won't come clean, what's the point of all this?
But, Mr. Featherland...
I'm sorry, sweetheart, but I'm way too old for this game.
Was that the wrong thing?
Please, just think again. For me and my mistress's sake.
Now she's really scared.
Tell me, Deborah, why should I believe you at all?
Because my mistress trusts you.
Should that be enough?
If you really like what she thinks you are, then yes.
Damn, what can I say to that?
Look, I didn't mean to back you up against the wall.
You have a way with words, sweetheart. Did you ever want to be a cop?
No, not for the world.
Huh, smart answer.
Be honest and tell me what you're so afraid of.
Be honest and tell me what you're so afraid of.
You know, Mr. Featherland, my mistress's partner is Hobart Wessler. Or as most people know him...
Ibn Wessler, the Kingpin.
Exactly.
Feathery gods, help me.
So you get it now. The secrecy.
To put it mildly, I think I understand it all. Wessler. This little piece of the puzzle changes everything.
Questioning rank. Questions asking 10. 4 out of 5. Focus accuracy 60%. Decent cop. I mean, That's not bad. Final thoughts. That's how you do it, partner. Not quite like old times, but you still got it. The old rooster still remembers some tricks. Important clue. The employer attaches current significant other. Is the infamous gangster, Ibn Wessler. Alright. We got a lot of new information here. Clues. Mysterious messenger Miss Deborah Ibanez's employer is a certain Miss Natasha something. Natasha Katsenko. One of the most well-known gangsters of Clorwell, real estate mogul, bank director, museum owner, distiller, smuggler and information broker. And that's only half of what I've heard about him. He has dirty little paws everywhere in the city's underworld. And I'm Hobart Ibn Wessler, species of rat, Ratus. Special feature, good-looking, charismatic and a clugging gangster. Huh. On your places. And you're there. Why does it say 6 people but we only have 3? Is there like... I don't get that. Well, something disappeared one. Well, I see. Like you have to click for each thing here. Her employer currently bolsters the ranks of Ibn Wessler, to put it mildly. This explains the cloud of fear surrounding Miss Venice. Huh. Currently the girlfriend of the notorious gangster Ibn Wessler. This explains a lot of things, mainly the excessive secrecy. Special feature, she has remarkably green eyes and she's definitely in trouble, so am I. Yeah, so you have to click on this thing here to make this go away. Okay. 1.
Legs that go on for days.
Okay.
Why don't you take it to the police? Just go there and file a report. Photos, flashing lights, fingerprints, you know the drill. The evidence is very clear. Even a moderately talented detective could easily wrap this case up. Or just try the phone. 555-111.
Please, take a look at this.
Well, okay. Let's see.
Right.
I know Molly very well. Please note this when deciding whether or not to accept my assignment. Miss Ibanez is a trusted friend. Treat her as gentleman. N.
Molly. Who's Molly?
I felt like I'd been hit on the back of my head with a blackjack. Reality tilted. Molly. Good gods. What was her name doing there? I glanced at the opposite wall with the well-worn picture frames. Like an eternally dark hole in the wall. A missing piece. She was wearing a light silk dress and singing a lullaby. The waves caressing her beautiful long legs. Why Molly? Why now?
Mr. Featherland?
Huh?
Santino, are you all right?
Yes.
What the hell is this supposed to mean?
I don't know anything, Mr. Santino. My mistress told me to give this to you. She said you'd understand. Don't you?
not quite.
Oh, of course I understand, Miss Ibanez. I get it very well. But this case is becoming more and more confusing. It's starting to look like blackmail.
Blackmail?
Don't play innocent with me.
But
All right. When can I visit?
visit? Me?
Not you, Miss Katsenko.
Oh, yes. You can find her at the Tsar Club.
Didn't you tell me she's not the social kind? That she's especially unsociable? Or does she only like loud and crowded clubs?
No, she's really not like that. But she owns the place.
Judging by the flyer, it must be a very busy club, especially on New Year's Eve, right?
I'm sure you'll have no trouble finding Miss Katsenko, but there's one small problem, Mr. Featherland.
And that is...
Let me guess. Mr. Wessler better not know about my visit.
Exactly. How did you know?
20 years experience, ma'am. Oh, and please, call me Sonny.
It was a pleasure to meet you, Sonny.
I'll talk about the rest with Ms. Katsenko in person. A good friend of mine would be happy to take you home if you'd like.
I'd appreciate that, Sonny.
Right. What do we have? More clues. I'll find Natasha at the Tsar Club. Natasha must know my wife Molly from somewhere. Perhaps she has very good informants. I must find out what the connection is. She owns the Tsar Club. What's this? Name Luce C. Hayward, species rabbit. This will feature an old friend of mine. He's stuttering heavily when he talks. Luce is the owner of the once reputable Atlas Hotel and a good old friend of mine. At the moment he's my landlord. It's only the two of us living in this unbelievably enormous hotel. He's crazy about detective stories and he gladly helps me whenever I ask him. Luce's number is 555-932. One of the most famous nightclubs in the city, owners of the loosest, bootiest and hardest fists frequent the place and is famous for not serving cops except if they're knee-deep in the dirt. You're still here?
Thank you again, Mr. Sonny.
Don't mention it, Deborah. I had no other plans for today, except drink. But tell me, do you have a light?
I'm sorry, I don't smoke.
Thought so.
Phone. Okay. 555. Nine. 32.
Hey, Lewis. Am I bothering you?
No. Of course not, Sonny. Old friend, what's up?
Could you come over? I've got a favor to ask if you're not busy.
For you, anything. Just a minute.
Lewis arrived a few minutes later.
That was fast.
He lived in the rooms above, so it wasn't difficult getting here. Not to mention that he's a rabbit.
Yeah.
It was a quick hop. The Atlas
Sure.
Hotel was his inheritance. It was once a well-renowned place, but not anymore. The last economic crisis ruined it. And now, besides me, he was the only resident of this enormous place. The good old rabbit. I can always count on him, even on New Year's Eve. Thanks for being so quick, Lewis. can you drive Miss Ibanez home? I have some things to take care of.
Of course, Sonny. You know, anything for you.
Thank you for being so considerate, Sonny. I appreciate it.
Don't mention it.
Goodbye, then.
So long, Deborah. Before I visit the club, I have to take a detour. I've got a feeling that this case isn't going to be a one-man job. And there's only one bird in this city I can trust. My ex-partner, Marty. He's going to be at the station. I can only hope he'll be willing to talk to me.
All right. HQ or department, aka the meat grinder. I use dark building for shady people, and I don't necessarily mean those who are sitting in the jail. And a map. Scene types. Main scenes. Main scenes move the story forward. These scenes also determines which locations open up or close down. You need to complete all of these if you want to beat the game. Okay. Limited scenes. Limited scenes are open for a specific duration, which is determined by the main story progression. If you're a completionist, be sure to visit all of them before you move to the next main scene. Close scenes. Close scenes can't be reached for the time being. Instead, it will often change throughout the story progression and can be temporary or permanent. Top tip. Pick the next main scene if you're absolutely sure you don't want to visit any of the available limited scenes anymore. You may not be able to visit them later. Okay. Also, do we move around from here? That is the main thing. Do we only have one option now? Why are you two still here?
Could I ask you a few more questions, Deborah?
Do we need to do that?
Feel free, Sonny.
New function ask. Oh.
So this Natasha dame.
Look, I'm just the messenger. You have to talk to my mistress about the details. Miss Katsenko was very clear on this matter.
I see, but...
Please, Sonny, let's not make this even more uncomfortable.
Okay, understood. Let's drop it.
Thank you.
I mean, is there any point to this kind of questions?
I've already told you more about myself than I wanted to.
Afraid you'll get your hands dirty?
I'm afraid I already did.
This seems kind of pointless. Okay, so... I don't think we can go to any other place than this right now. We don't seem to be able to move around or anything. So I guess we go here.
It was New Year's Eve, and I was driving, half drunk, risking my whole life's work. But still, it didn't feel any different. Every day was the same. And the 121 days I had left till my retirement seemed like an eternity. When I look out the window of the hotel room I call home, I see the same thing every day. A woman in a red nightgown dances slowly in circles to smooth music. The 9 o'clock show, with a glass of cheap bourbon and the red gown with the silent music. In the meantime, the proud city of Clawville is slowly eating itself alive. And we're still here, with nothing left to lose but our sanity, while others, the smart ones, had already gone. Molly. Does her name really upset me this much? All those years of solitude, and I still jump without question every time I hear it. And then there's Marty, my ex-partner, who hates me. But I know I have to speak with him, no matter what. Why do I feel like the past is watching me on this goddamn night?
Chapter 1, Detour.
I knew where to find Marty. At the station, we'd always draw straws about holiday duty. Marty never joined in. He always took the New Year's Eve shift, even though he had someone to go home to. I understood. 10 years ago, we survived the night the press called the Bloody New Year. Forgotten by Clawville, but not by us. We both left parts of ourselves behind that night. Phyllis and Roy's. Two hedgehogs with an arrogance typical of novice cops. They're as prickly as they look. Officious little shitheads, but harmless.
Well, look at that. Hey, Sonny, what you scratching out over here? I heard the big boss threw you out.
Tough luck, boys. I may not be on duty, but I'm still a cop, just like you. Well, more than you.
Hey, you don't have to be so peckish, old bud. By the way, you're in luck. Blood Boil's not in tonight. Malloy is in charge.
Oh, God. That clumsy buffalo is here tonight. If he doesn't end up in a cell again, he's lucky.
You got it.
You looking for Marty, eh?
I see you're still the brains around here, Phyllis. Yeah, I'm looking for Marty. Birds of a feather flock together.
I see you're still the funny guy round here. You'll find the giant feather duster at the shooting range. As always.
Hey, Royce, I'm telling you this because maybe you'll be able to understand. If this prickly shithead makes another racist remark, I'll strangle him with his own raincoat.
I'd love to see that.
Hey, whose side are you on, you jerk?
Alright. Name Cotton Phyllis Hedgehog. Special feature, I hate him. Really little ass plug. He's too small of a fish in ocean to be worth bribing. Name Mason Royce. Porcupine. Hide him almost as I hate his partner Phyllis. Big and dumb. It resembles my partner Marty a little, except that Royce doesn't have a kind heart.
Back in the day, I used to patrol the city's streets in one of these. I don't miss it, but it used to have its advantages. This happened when that old bloodhound, Blood Boil, was promoted to chief of police. Every time this poster disappears, good old Blood Boil puts it right back, immediately. I tore it down at least 3 times already. Actually, it's a kind of passive-aggressive game for us with the chief.
Right.
Here we are again, Clawville Police Department. I've never been good at history, but if I'm not mistaken, this place has been a church, a hospital, and even some insane cult's secret hideout over the years. Anyway, the place holds the secrets of the ages, and some drunk pigs in the basement.
Monica, Mort, Bosco, Officer Hawkman, Officer Dean.
Honor, strength, unity. For the love of the wild gods, I'm gonna be sick.
Shooting range.
Marty drinks this shit. I've never tried it, but I'm pretty sure it's gross and probably toxic. Monica Rosen. Receptionist in theory, but in reality, she's doing literally everything around here. Like the beating heart of the PD. She's too good for this place, even for this city. Hey, Monica.
Hey, Boss Bird. What are you doing here? Shouldn't you be celebrating somewhere?
Every day's a holiday since I got out of here.
I can tell. But what are you doing here? Are you here for a file? You know, I'm a little busy right now.
Yeah, you could look after a few things for me, but first I'd like to talk to Mr. Big Beak McChicken himself. Those two prickly assholes told me he's emptying the magazines in the hole.
Like always. And if he carries on like that, he's gonna use up all our ammo. So it would be nice if you drag him out of there. You know how this day is for him.
Okay, so he is at the shooting range.
For him?
You know I didn't mean it like that.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, so just sign here and you're good to go.
Thank you, darling.
Don't mention it, Boss Bird.
Mort Mardigan, a notorious deadbeat. Poor guy's been blind since his teenage years, but that doesn't stop him from running into trouble. What the cluck did he do this time? Mort, you scabbiest beast. What the hell did you do?
It's Morty to you, sonny boy. Everything's fine. There was just a bit of trouble in the bar, and someone got knocked on the head with a glass. It wasn't my fault. I'm as blind as a bat, am I right?
Did that ever bother you, Morty?
Listen, sonny boy. Go tell them to leave me alone, eh? It's New Year's Eve, after all, and I didn't even do anything wrong. Not that wrong.
Where's your little lapdog to get you out of this mess? Is that little pimp of a midget still sniffing around you?
Jesse is a good boy, Sonny. And he's good to me, believe me.
Oh, God, spare me the details. When will you finally realize that little shit's been using you?
Oh, of course he's using me. What could a pretty boy like him want from this old monster, eh? Still, Sonny, I have no one else. Do you understand that, don't you?
Even you deserve better, pal. By the way, you look horrible, even for yourself. Are you feeling okay?
Well, I'm not what I used to be. But neither are you, judging from your voice. But I'm seeing a doctor, sonny boy. I really am. Are you?
Don't need to, Mort. I'm fine. Anyway, if Bubo prescribed you something, don't even think about taking it.
I don't talk to that insane owl.
Damn right.
Please, say something on my behalf, okay? I really don't have time for this Detective Buffalo shit.
Hey, careful with that. Buffalo Malloy is the chief today.
Like I care.
I'll try to speak for you, but keep it down till then, okay? You don't need this shit, and I don't need it either.
Sonny boy, you've always been a good friend.
More like a clucking pigeon.
That was a lot. So we can't ask him anything else.
Detective Chowhound Bosco. He thinks he's a real alpha, but nah, he's just a lapdog.
Holy wild ones, look what the cat dragged in.
Hello to you too, Bosco. I see you're busy, as always.
I've been sniffing around one of the rundown joints. You know how it goes. And boom, this son of a lizard comes flying out the window. I didn't know the lizards could fly. So, Mort was being a bad boy again. Nothing unusual. And you? Still dying?
I'm still a cop for another 121 days, Bosco. It's as unpleasant to me as it is to you.
All right. No need to bite. I wasn't trying to mess with you. You have Moses and Plato for that. And of course, Blood Boil.
Let's hope I won't run into any of them tonight.
Looking for Marty, eh? Ever since you left, he's kind of lost. He's trying to hide it, but he's not the same bird.
Well, I don't think we'll have a teary reunion, thinking about how we parted.
Let me give you some advice, Sonny. Let him rage. He'll be the same after that. Anyway, he was the one that shot you, right? You should be mad, not him.
It's not that simple, Bosco, but we'll see how he reacts. Thanks anyway.
No worries, pal.
One of Blood Boyle's favorites. Mainly because he's a dog, of course. One of Blood Boyle's favorite. Officer Jardine. They say she's clever, smart, and dangerous. We need more of her kind in here.
Alright, so let's take a look at all of this. Moses and Plato. Moses is a Tibetan sandfox, and Plato is a palace cat. The old rivals of Sonny and Marty. Currently working at the Cloville PD's Homicide Division. Named Mort Martian. He's old and blind and an unrepairable wreck. Komodo Dragon. Rat-fingered bastard. He's blind as a bat, but also one of the biggest scoundrels the city has ever seen. He could have been a good guy, but got lost somewhere halfway. Now he's too old to save himself. There was some fight in the club where Mort was at. What a surprise. He's an old friend, so I can put in a good word for him. Named Lucius Wilford Bloodboil. Little feature, Chief is a real legend. He also hates me. Named Dr. Reginald B. Bubo, Eagle Owl. Little feature, Morphinist, neurotic, old and ugly, but he's an old friend from the golden days of the Chicken Police. Named Boscorelli Showhound Nodus. They say he's able to devour anything that crosses his path. That's why he got the nickname Showhound. Detective Boscorelli, alias Bosco, works in the predatory division, as I do, or as I used to do, to be more precise. Named Monica Rosen. She can watch over thousands of things at once, and she's an angel. Hummingbird. I saw on her at the police department. She's a hummingbird in theory, but many say she's a real angel that fell from the sky. And I used to come to the station daily. Presence was a sugar in my bitter morning coffee. Well, let's move on.
This is gonna be a hard ride. Last time we saw each other, he had a smoking gun in his hand, and I was bleeding. I don't know how we can get past that, but it's worth a try.
Where is he? Let's switch.
I was just about to go when you came in, so if you want shooting practice,
he's a chicken
maybe
too.
turn on the lights first.
You're right. I'm gonna do that.
Keep a gun clean.
Long thighs and a big gun. That's Marty's idea of a perfect woman. Can't blame him for it.
Big Brother, Linda, Claudia, Susie.
I believe this piece is forbidden. Cops can't use it, but this is Marty's personal collection, so it doesn't matter. At least nobody has ever complained. Claudia. Tiny, dark, and angry, and hits you where it hurts the most. I know her well. Marty calls her Susie, and I have to say, this little she-devil pulled us out of many tough situations over the years. Her Majesty Big Bertha. Or rather, Big Bertha too, because there was one before her, a sawed-off little broad, but we lost her in a swamp. Marty cried for a week. But once he saw this giant lady here, the balance of the universe was restored.
Shooting practice. Get a hint. We need a hint for the shooting practice? I don't think I want that. No! Oh, no! I'm messing up here. You reload with the right button. Oh, damn. 3,030 points. I want to try that again. I can do better than that. Ah, God damn it. Like, there's no time to reload. Like, you get no time to reload. No. Well, I got an achievement for that. Well, that was way better. More than 10. Yes, who can have 10,000? I wonder if you get something if you beat his record. If it is even possible. I hate to try to do that. This is pretty fun. Fuck! I wonder if you get a bonus if you don't hit any civilians. That may be it, like how to get more points. Maybe I should have read that hint. Let's read a hint after this. We can't read a hint. Keep shooting range. Wait a minute. I want a hint. Hammer gun at enemies and one shooting the house is simple as that. What kind of hint is that? Shooting enemies increases your points and remaining time. While hitting increases your points and remaining time. While hitting houses does the opposite. It's all up to you. Choose wisely and fire away. So you get more time for not hitting and houses. You need to reload your gun after 6 shots, just like in a Essence. Yeah, but that is the hard part, was there's so little time to do it. Let's try at least one more time. Fuck. Look at that! We beat him! We had a few points. In shooting range. Nice. Alright. No. We did it! What now do we need to do? Martin McChicken. Unusual hidden wait for a foul. Shutting white feathers. He shot me once that I deserved it.
Marty looks good. Big and loud and angry as always. Hey, Marty.
Oh, well, look who's here. Hello, Boss Bird. Were you lost? This is the PD building, you know.
Cut the shit, Marty. We're better than this.
Well, at least you are. Better than anyone, huh?
Marty, come on, let's forget that. What's past is past.
Easy for you to say, Sonny.
Damn it, Marty, you shot me, remember? I almost bled to death.
Hell yeah, I remember. Unfortunately, my aim wasn't good enough.
I need your help, okay? That's what you want to hear.
Well, it's a start.
Okay, I've said it. I won't do it again.
Yeah, right.
So, are you in? Just for tonight. Small case. We'll wrap it up in no time.
What kind of case?
A personal one.
How personal?
Very. The kind of case where if you come with me right now, you're not on duty anymore.
Ooh, damn, Sonny. Stop it right there. I'm in.
That's it?
Do you know how boring life is here without your stupid, reckless shit? Soon enough, I'll shoot all the ammo in here out of boredom. Right, so, tell me, what's it about?
I'll tell you in the car.
Ooh, can I bring Bertha?
Ah, for the love of... Marty, this is a routine case. You can't bring your shotgun, okay? Bertha stays.
Okay. But at least Susie can come, right?
All right, Susie can come.
That's what I want to hear.
I wonder who saved this game, by the way. I haven't seen any like autosave things popping up. We've been partners for almost 10 long hard years. Well, we were, because now it's only helping me unofficially until I wrap up this case. Odd is a hothead with a hard fist, but he's loyal until the end and I can count on him in every way. Especially if guns are in the picture. That's when he reveals his true self. That's when I don't ever want to get in his way. Not anymore, at least. Well, we just beat him in the shooting range, so I'm not that bad at shooting either. Exit. No, don't do that.
Hey, Marty, what about Laura? How come she didn't eat you yet?
Yeah, very funny.
What?
We're good, by the way. Mostly. As good as we can be after all these years.
Glad to hear it.
She asks a lot about you.
Really?
Yeah. She always hated you for getting me into trouble all the time.
Understandable.
But she also felt sorry for you.
Ah, well, thanks. That's much better.
If I'm honest with you, she loved the chicken police Marty better than this one.
Well, I think I'll take that as a compliment.
Whatever, Sonny.
New person. Morty's fancy is Laura, a beautiful, warm-hearted predator. I don't know what she sees in Morty, but he's too damn lucky to have such a woman for him. Huh. So are we supposed to leave now?
Still drink coffee?
Yeah, my only poison. Except for guns, of course. And women.
We could visit our old haunt. What do you think?
Oh, a nice cup of Zips coffee in the hop dog. I'm in. Oh, and maybe we'll get into a little fight too, huh?
If it comes to that, I'm leaving you without a blink.
Oh yeah, like last time?
Those were different times, Marty. With a different Sonny.
Well, all right. To the city then.
You don't have to come with me, you know.
Okay, I know. Let's go. Sonny, there's a little problem.
What's that?
Not so little, and it smells, too. What the furry hell is Blood Boil doing here?
Well, it seems we can't avoid speaking to him.
Oh, yes, we can. You have your rifle with you, right?
What?
Just kidding. Sort of. The chief doesn't seem to be in a good mood, but he never is, actually.
What a surprise. The two pigeons back together. And without my permission, of course.
Chief Bloodboil.
Damn.
What was that, Santino?
Nothing, sir. What a lovely evening. Am I right?
I don't want to hear your crowing, Santino. What the hell are you doing here?
Hey, careful with the racist barking, old hound.
Oh, it's getting hot in here. Can we just skip this part? It's New Year's after all.
And you're on duty, if I'm not mistaken, Martin. Where do you think you're going?
That's it, boss. To serve and protect. Sonny was in the neighborhood and stopped by to say hi. He's a cop too, right?
Only on paper, and you know that very well, Detective.
I don't want any trouble, boss. I just wanted to say hi to Monica, and then this feather pillow showed up. I invited him to grab a quick coffee. You can allow him that much, can't you?
Your coffee breaks usually end up in shooting or brawling, chickens.
Oh, just a coffee, boss. I swear. Oh, have a heart. It's New Year's Eve, and I haven't seen my old partner for so long.
How touching. You shot him with a shotgun, if I remember.
Family quarrel.
For all the marrow bones of the world, get the hell out of my sight.
Have a lovely evening, boss.
You especially. Fuck off right now, Santino.
New location. Places. The place is famous for its exceptional coffee and exceptionally frequent whims take place around it. While it's not an assurance of life, operating any joint outside of Rose Town. Hot dog. You know that. Name Lucius Wilford Bloodboil. He's my boss and a living statue of justice. He's tough, ruthless, and above all, unbreakable. Of course, he's a racist bastard as well, but still, I don't want to be here when he retires. Winners of Chaos Wars, Cloville for good. What's this? Zip. Name Zip H. Murphy. Species raccoon. An old enemy who became a good friend over the years.
Do you still drink that garbage?
Hey, it's not garbage, okay? Allegedly, they've used it as medicine once, if you must know.
Yeah, once they used to heal with bloodletting too, Marty. Don't believe everything that's on these labels. You're not a little chick anymore.
Okay, Dad.
Maybe next time. I'm not in the mood to meet any of my ex-colleagues right now.
What is it, Santino?
Nothing, sir.
And you need something, Martin?
No, sir.
Then get out of my sight, birds.
So how do we leave? Oh,
We can't avoid speaking with the chief first. And it would be nice to say goodbye.
Oh, but we did speak to him.
Monica, too.
Okay.
We're leaving, sweetheart.
Stay safe, boys. I'm glad to see you two together again.
I'm afraid you're alone with that.
Hey, don't make me change my mind.
You won't, Marty. I bet you can't wait to get mixed up in some serious trouble again.
Yep, that's true.
I'm serious, boys. Be careful out there.
We're big birds, Monica. We can take care of ourselves. Mostly.
Okay, but take care of each other, too.
Will do, Monica.
Yes, ma'am.
Can we leave now? Yes, we can. Let's see. A sword club. That is a main story thing. Hot dog. Okay, so this is limited. So we have to go here first.
The hop dog was like the last warning. You can still turn back. My eyes lingered on the sign. An enormous dog. Like a neon god with limitless power over cheap hot dogs, plastic hamburgers, and watered-down coffee. The cold light called me, but I didn't want to get out of the car. If we went in, we were all gonna be pancakes, kept together by cold syrup. Marty's worried look shook me out of my reverie. Oh, cluck. Was I talking to myself again?
Hot dog, fresh breakfast and lunch. Fly guy.
Look at the poor bastard.
He's looking okay, Marty. Remember what we saw when we worked at the Hive?
Wild ones. Don't even remind me. Trying to forget that shit every day.
It's been even worse since. I guess you heard about the riots.
Who hasn't? You know, people are afraid that the Great Fire will happen again, and those hive houses are pretty flammable.
I don't speak of the devil, Marty. But to be honest, I have no idea how this insect matter can be solved.
I do. We just open the ghettos and let the insects live among us like they did for centuries.
Your heart is pure gold, buddy. But you know it's not that easy. Clawville isn't what it used to be. Hey, pal. Can you hear me?
Could this wreck belong to Zip?
Well, it's a wreck just like him, so I guess it could.
The Hive.
There used to be such life around here before it became an insect ghetto.
That was a very long time ago, Marty.
I was a little chick, and the hop dog had the best pancakes in the entire city.
Well, since Zip became the owner, the cook, and the waitress, I imagine it's all gone downhill.
True.
But at least the coffee's good.
That's right. I have no idea what that mongrel's doing with it, and I don't want to know, but its aroma is unbeatable. Ugh, the place is deserted. Poor Zip.
You're right.
Yeah, the guy's middle name is Bad Luck.
That's for sure.
Achievement. Fly with me, baby. Castone Mavis, the new star of rock and roll.
And voila, the master himself.
What a finch.
Sonny, he's a pigeon, not a finch.
Don't make me angry, Marty.
Okay, I was only joking.
Cold coffee. Jukebox. Oh, look at this. Can we actually choose songs here? Not all cops are pigs. Shadow of Doubt. Oh, I think we can pick here. Can we? I'm clicking. No, we can't do it. Oh, we can! Oh, that is so cool. So very cool. Oh, but it doesn't continue here. It should continue here with the music. Menu.
You still don't eat meat, old man?
I'm a rooster, a chicken. Why the hell would I eat meat?
I don't mean real meat, I'm not a lunatic. But a meat substitute? There's about 10 different kinds. Have you never tried any of them?
Why would I? If I don't eat meat, why would I eat a substitute?
Because you can. That's the point.
Wild gods, Marty. Stop being such a sheep. Do you fall for those adverts?
Substitute isn't meat, Sonny. And if it's tasty, why wouldn't I eat it?
I don't care what you eat. But don't be surprised when you lose all your feathers or you try to bite off your own leg one day.
Doodles.
What insight?
Yeah.
Well, that's a good question, pal.
Where all the colors go?
The highlight of my day.
Yeah, I can smell it already. How does he make the coffee here so special?
Look at that mangy trash panda and tell me, do you really want to know?
You're right.
As always.
He sure didn't get any younger.
Or prettier.
You think he's still mad at us?
Frankly, Marty, I don't give a damn.
Hello, boys. Now, get the hell out of here while I'm asking nicely.
Hey, is that how you greet two old friends?
Hey, I'm not joking, Sonny. I got a shotgun under the bar.
No, you don't, because if you had, we'd arrest you here and now.
If there's still life in you when you're full of buckshot.
It's going well so far.
We're just here for a coffee, Zip, okay? Like old times.
Nothing's like old times. Haven't you noticed?
Yeah, as a matter of fact, it's quite noticeable.
Shit. All right. And where'd you blow in from?
We haven't been anywhere yet, but we're going somewhere.
Everybody's going somewhere, right?
Tell me, how much do you know, Zip?
That depends. How deep is it?
Bottom of the well kind. Goes down around Ibn Wessler.
Holy hell! Wessler? You've dipped your wings in deep shit, boys.
If you've got anything on him, don't keep it to yourself. We'd be grateful.
Grateful? Maybe you're not gonna trash my joint this time, eh? You know, Ibn's acting strange nowadays. He always believed that if you want something done, you do it yourself. That's how it was for years anyway.
And?
But now, he left his real estate, the fish racing clubs, the casinos, and the bars to his right-hand man, Mongrel Mick. And ever since, he's been kinda weird. Bottomed out, brooding in the seediest joints of the city. Nobody ever knew him to be like this. Weird, huh?
Yeah, weird. Do you think it's about a lady?
It's always about a lady.
Well, there is a woman,
I knew it.
but not like you think.
Is this gonna cost much?
Only a favor, like the good old days.
Okay, I'm in.
A new function, ask. Store Club.
Have you ever been to that place?
Of course, 100 times. Everyone who matters in this city's been there. Sorry, guys. But then, it had a different name and a different owner.
Business affairs, right?
Yeah, that was the dark era, Sonny. I don't want to talk about it.
Roger that.
I've got to say, you've revamped the joint pretty well.
Yeah, after you trashed it, I had to.
Look, I'm sorry, Zip. That ocelot and his gorilla.
Baboon, not gorilla.
Whatever.
Sonny, what's your beak?
So you owe me one until about the end of time. But I'd settle for you washing up here for a few years after retirement, Sonny.
Mind your tongue, furball. So, Ibn's gone insane.
Love will kill you in the end, they say.
Seems like everyone's in a poetic mood today.
You're one to talk, by the way.
Huh? Why? So, about that woman. Is she really that dangerous?
What woman isn't, huh?
No, Zip. I mean really dangerous.
She's got the most influential gangster of the city wrapped around her finger. She calls him her little furball. How dangerous do you think she is?
You didn't get any younger, pal.
You're telling me? You look like you haven't had a good night's sleep since forever.
To be honest, I've never had a good night's sleep in my life.
You will when the big sleep comes.
And what are your plans? Dying behind the bar?
Of course. You got a better idea?
A couple, yeah. But somehow this suits you.
You know what? Your mother's a goat.
Well, I don't know if that was very useful information. Now what? The Cobra district, also known as the Hive or Rush Town, was once part of the city, but then became a walled-off ghetto. Not 8% of the city's insect population is forced to live. Currently, the biggest threat to the city are the riots in the Hive that have almost driven the city-state to the brink of civil war multiple times already. The Great Fire of Cloville. Not long after the Meat War, following economic crisis in 1893, a fire almost destroyed the entire city of Cloville. Originated in the Ratwell district, not even the River Thames was able to stand in its way. It was a fiery hell incarnate, out of which the city had to be built up again almost from scratch. Meat substitutes. Meat replacement or meat substitute foods made it possible to reduce meat consumption, predation and domestic cannibalism in the whole wilderness. These products are widespread nowadays and not only popular with predators but all kinds of animals. Mick is one of the most infamous henchmen for Ibn Wessler, known by many rather scary nicknames thanks to his cruel nature. Sonny and Modi have crossed paths with Mick before, and it took a lot of effort to get out of those encounters with the feathers intact. Mongrel Mick. Mick the Marauder. He's been acting quite strangely recently, as if he's trying to withdraw from his own shady businesses to live a simple life with simple pleasures. That wouldn't be a problem in itself, but this just isn't like him. He used to be a small-time criminal, but the underworld pushed him out. Now he makes the best coffee in the whole of the city, in a rundown roadside rest area. Oh, and he also proved to be a rather useful police informant. Zip is getting old. He still has his connections. It's worth questioning him about everything, but Thomas had his way with him too. Zip was delivering information to Ibn up to a couple of years ago. He was already working as a police informant then, so he may have been reporting to both sides. Sneaky little bastard. No, what? Do you have anything more to say?
That Natasha's a mysterious woman, a real cursed jewel if you ask me. She came out of nowhere 2 or 3 years ago and landed on the stage of the Millions almost immediately.
Is that so? Interesting.
She's got a fantastic voice, makes men go crazy. But we all know that's not what's important. Then suddenly, bam! She got the whole club, just like that. But we know exactly how it was.
I can imagine, yeah. Since then, it operates under the name the Tsar Club, right?
The old clicker's still clicking, right? Yeah, the club was renamed and remodeled. Everyone knows she was Ibn's lover, but she's not your usual canary. She didn't get involved in Ibn's dirty dealings.
Then how exactly does she fit into the picture?
Check this. A few months ago, the old rat pulled out of his own businesses and gave control to Mongrel Mick and his mob.
Mongrel Mick? Doesn't sound familiar.
Mick the Marauder, ring a bell?
Damn, that little monkey came this far?
I think that little shit took advantage of Ibn not being himself.
Which has something to do with this Natasha, right?
That's my guess.
Thanks for this straight dope, Zip. We owe you one.
One? You owe me the price of a new coffee shop, remember?
Okay. Whatever you need. Just call us.
I cluckin' will.
Thanks, pal.
Hey, I'm not your pal, Marty.
So what do we get? She was the singing sensation of the Millions and later became the owner under Ibn's patronage. Not much is known of her past before this turn. Huh. Door.
The door didn't look like this last time.
Yeah, because last time you tore it out and beat that baboon with it.
Oh yeah, I remember now. So that's why Zip remodeled the whole place.
He had to. We didn't leave much of it standing.
If I didn't know how nice we are, I'd almost hate ourselves.
Welcome to the club, partner.
Well, I guess we're done here. Another limited one. Hotel Atlas.
Yee, my condolences, pal. I see your cleaning lady died.
Yeah, she set foot in the bedroom once. I haven't seen her since. I didn't dare to go after her.
Oh, I wouldn't want to go in there either. But what's that smell?
Cigarettes and whiskey.
Yeah, with a hint of dirty laundry, but no, this is lavender?
Ah, that. Now that's got to be the Ibanez dame. You know, the broad who gave me the letter. And the job, obviously.
Ah, pretty, huh? I can smell it. She's an exotic, too. An impala, maybe?
Furry hell. That's why Chief Inspector Bloodboil hates you so much. He's jealous because your nose is better than a clucking bloodhound.
The bitter old dog. He just hates all foul.
Ah, true. Except for Monica.
Monica's a fairy, not a bird. So, what now?
Well, let's gather my stuff and head to the club. We gotta find out who this Natasha is and what she wants from us. I mean, what she really wants.
After you, Boss Bird. I wouldn't like to touch anything in here anyway. If it's okay, I'll just stand around and stare out the window.
Sure, just do it quietly.
Well, we already got everything from here, I think. Bedroom door.
It would be best to board it up. It'd go well with this rundown neighborhood.
It may be run down, but somehow I still feel like it's honest.
Sure, you could live in Cockroach Town. That's an honest place, too. Has a similar stink.
Believe me, Marty, I thought about it.
Why am I not surprised? Huh. The old days.
Also, we get like new dialogue when he's here. That's interesting.
What? The hype? Us as celebrity cops?
Nah, the work, the buzz, the phone ringing at 4 a.m. and knowing if you pick it up, you'll be dragged into something terrible, because that's your job. And of course, you pick it up every clucking time.
I'm not sure it's healthy to enjoy that.
Hey, no healthy animal becomes a cop in Clawville.
Yeah, true. It's like it wasn't even us.
You're not becoming sentimental, are you?
No, I mean, we were suckers for sure, but looking back now, I feel at least we knew what we wanted.
I still know what I want.
And what do you want, Marty?
A lovely wedding and a long honeymoon. Laura deserves it. And I also want Blood Boil's job.
A rooster's never gonna be police chief, Marty. Not at this time. Not in this place.
Thanks for putting me in my place all the time. I hope you don't call me again for another 5 years. Man, I can't imagine how you feel. The only good thing you ever had, huh?
Shut up, Marty.
Sure. I didn't know you used to be a kindergarten teacher. But leather?
It's history. So
oh, look at that. New Codex Center.
I'm touched by the trust you have in me, Boss Bird.
There are things better left undisturbed, okay?
Yeah, got it. Who's that shaggy creature?
That's M.B. Davis, you bird brain.
Politician?
Am I gonna have to smash your beak?
Seriously, I don't know who the hell he is. So this is them.
Yeah, the Wild Gentlemen. They were role models when I was a kid.
Well, you must have been a weird kid. Which ain't surprising. My idols were the White Wolf and Super Squirrel.
The White Wolf, eh? Explains a lot. You know, when I was back in Averia, Clawville and the whole let's live together in peace bullshit seemed like an unattainable dream. Those guys made it happen. The city rose from the ashes of the Great Fire.
Yeah, but look at it now. And what would have become of you if you hadn't ended up in Clawville? Maybe you'd even be happy?
Perhaps.
Well, we got something out of that at least. Two new entries. Leather and fur. Leather and fur used to be high fashion, but nowadays, especially in Clawville, use of real leather and fur is quite rare. It's not totally illegal to wear these kinds of clothes yet, if you can afford it, but it's quite despicable to put it mildly. A civilian organization started by the four most influential and wealthiest animals in the city. The fire of 867 had almost entirely wiped Clawville of the face of the wilderness when a wild gentlemen intervened and built the city anew using all their money and influence. They were heroes, or at least they were recorded as such. Some believe the fire was their doing and it was all part of a national conspiracy, but most likely we'll never know the truth. Our further one. Iberia. A country inhabited exclusively by birds is a picturesque modern place governed by a democratic parliament, is bordered by two seas, and its economy is built mostly on air transport, commerce, and its aerial military. The country is on neutral terms with almost every other nation, and except for the Great Meat War, had kept this standpoint all throughout known history.
I'm gonna clean up here one day.
Yeah, well, I think we're gonna end it here for the first episode. Hopefully we can save here. But I'm really enjoying this. This is super cool. The voice acting and the music is top class, I think. And the story is very interesting as well. So this is cool. So if you like this, please leave a like and a comment and subscribe if you will. And thank you for watching. Bye bye.